Hey guys, it's Andrea and I'll be going over my rendering process. This portrait was pretty unique in the sense that this was actually my second attempt. Sometimes a restart is the most beneficial step to your art. The biggest issue I had with the original attempt is that the color pencil and graphite clashed with one another, competing rather than complementing. Because of that, I chose to focus on the rainbow and the actual portrait as two separate pieces that I would join together in the end. For the rainbow, which is a reference to the flag of Cusco, I first lined the outsides of the color to make sure I had a clean edge, and then filled in the section. Once I had this first portion of the rainbow done, I moved on to the portrait, slowly building up the values with my pencil. I used a mix of Q-tips, my finger, and a blending stump to blend out the graphite. Once I did that initial layer of graphite, I kept building up the darker values, blending, and in some cases lightly removing the graphite with a kneaded eraser. Although this process may seem a bit tedious, it was necessary to build that realistic look I wanted. For the very darkest areas of the portrait, I kept the shadows unblended, going for more of a hatching look. For the very white areas, I used a regular eraser to make sure I could keep it as white as possible. Now, this was mainly for the edges around the portrait. When it came to joining the portrait and the rainbow together, what I decided to do was lightly go on top of the finished portrait with the colored pencils that I used for the rainbow, giving a very subtle rainbow, but it was just enough to really have the colors complement each other without it feeling overpowering. With the portrait done and the second half of the rainbow colored in, I moved on to the hair. I ended up painting it with black acrylic to get that solid color I was envisioning. I originally had tried it out with graphite and then charcoal in the first attempt, but it just wasn't really matching that vision that I had in my head. In the end, I also put the piece in the frame. And the reflective nature of the frame means that not only do I get to see myself in it, but quite literally so do others. And I hope the pride that I have for my heritage and the pride that I have for this piece is a connection I can make with my audience. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with a new video.